Alrighty. I found something that's kind of in the middle. Some solid middling stuff.
Do as you do. This music right here gets my psychopath active.
It's a solid middling track right here.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's empowering. Disgusting.
Empowering. You think this is empowering?
It is to me because like listening at the way it is, it's gonna ramp up, and it has this like feel that is like there's a hidden feel to it, which is like
Would you like something darker? I do have a D&D emotional playlist.
emotional playlist. You say? I mean, actually, you wanna get stabbed in the gut? Fucking natural.
I
Did,
believe
did,
what
that,
you meant.
did actually just
Powering down.
，God, you have an uplifting music. Interesting.
Would you like something darker, Andy?
For me personally, fuck yeah.
Would that make you feel better?
I mean, feel better is a weird term. That would just make me more depressed, and by being depressed, I will play my character depressed. Well, it depends on you, because you let this music play for about 30 more seconds. I will align to it, and that is what the session will be like. Are we just both indecisive bitches that can't decide what we want to eat?
Alright. I mean, this is like appropriate music.
It is. It's fitting, connecting to last sesh.
I'm nothing consistent. Mr. Consistent.
Just interesting, because what I would have done is just went even darker.
Well, you gotta start here.
Oh no,
You gotta start here.
that's true. That's true. Give you kudos for that. And whenever Atcher comes back, we can just go from there.
Stop.
Eh?
Ooh woo.
I have an alarm.
Ooh woo.
Nani?
All the moles got banned. Feels bad, man.
Okay, I'm back.
There's a part of me that really wants to like post pictures of Mole in the chat and just see what happens. And watch Jonathan just pop a blood vessel.
You know the bite is bad when the dog returns to bite you again for using its hair to cure the original bite.
Delicious.
That sounded poetic until I heard the rest of it.
It was meant to sound counterintuitively poetic.
Oh no, like if you just stopped at the first two phrases, I would have been like, huh, that's really deep, Atcher. How the fuck did you do that?
And then he just kept going, and you were like, "Oh,
Ah, right. So he's retarded. I see.
Oh, liquor is involved.
Is 246, but okay. Go off.
So, Robert takes the baton, bonks him in the head with it.
class." Okay.
What
So,
class?
what class? Good question. What class indeed? Where we left off last time, if memory serves, Jericho had found his way back to a small house that you guys had been staying at with Raphael. You guys looked at him, saw that he was covered in cuts, scrapes,
I'm gonna
bruises,
switch mics real quick so I don't have a little brother behind me. But go on.
hail. And once you finally kind of calmed him down, investigated his wounds, you found that he was covered in hundreds of cuts and had some severe ones at the base of his wings, almost disabling his ability to fly and be a dragon. As you all, as Layla and Kayla kind of worked together in order to try and help Jericho recover, they realized that they needed more than what was immediately available. So, as such, they traveled, or Layla traveled out to go and procure some herbs in order to hopefully help Jericho. So, as she went out, she encountered several individuals, a crazy psychopathic killer, a young girl who gave her exactly the tool that she would need in order to move forward. After some time, she kind of made her way to the cave, got the herbs that Kayla needed, and quickly, as fast as she could, returned back. She was met with Kayla, who had, with the help of everyone else who was at Raphael's house, had built a small shelter to try and help Jericho recover. In the meantime, they kind of, the two groups met each other and exchanged a couple words and actions before Kayla administered the necessary herbs to ensure Jericho's recovery, and Layla made her way inside to collapse in front of the hearth, just numb to the world around her. I believe that is pretty much where we left off.
Yes, sir.
So with that in mind, Kayla, you are outside in the rain, kind of standing next to the shelter that you built with for Jericho. Raphael's by your side, Tex is by your side. You're kind of looking down at the dragon. Raphael kind of looks at you and just says, "Well, I'd say you've done a pretty good thing here."
Not all there is to do has been done yet.
What do you mean?
She turns and walks towards the rusty shave that Layla had dropped outside.
As you move over to it, it's kind of scattered, a pile of weeds on the ground. As you bend over to pick it up, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Investigation?
Investigation, dude. Get the dice rolling early.
Investigation.
Nice one.
Fuck, and that burned in at 20.
Fuck. So you kind of bend down to pick up the knife. You kind of look at it, and you see kind of gray fur caught on the blades, covered in blood all the way up the handle. As you kind of grasp your hand around it, you just kind of feel it still slick. Kind of look and see the hair, kind of a pile of hair. You see one kind of strand of vor, kind of just still hooked onto the blade. As you kind of pick it up, kind of trails off to the ground.
I pull off some of the hair and take a close look at it, trying to determine what kind of creature it's from.
Nature check or survival.
Well, survival's better, but that's much better.
Yeah, it's rat hair. You recognize it.
I look into the house towards Layla. I frown and pull the fur off of it, and in normal huntress fashion, clean the blood off of the blade, despite it already being rusty, and just put it on my belt where I would normally keep it before I walk inside to check on Layla.
As you kind of finish cleaning off the blade, you hear faint rustling in the bushes on the forest edge by the house. Raphael kind of looks. Who's there?
At this point, as he asks that question out loud, the bushes rustle once more. You see the rustled hair of young Taliyah, with her sleeves rolled down, hugging herself, a slight shiver to her body. And it just dawned upon you that she stayed outside during the entirety of this rainstorm. Her clothes are wet, drenched, her hair cloaks over her face. There's not much you can see.
Beat me
She
to the
looks
damn
around.
punch.
She looks at you and just stands. She sees Raphael, Tex, and Kayla look towards her. She sees young Jericho and her eyes kind of flare upwards and she runs towards and just kind of slides past and hugs Jericho. Jericho! What, you're back? Why? Looks over at Kayla, looks over at everyone. What did you do? What did you do?
Kayla approaches Taliyah, and she takes off her fur coat and lays it over Taliyah, revealing for the first time that she wasn't wearing anything underneath the coat.
Text things.
Just text things.
Yeah.
Tex just goes, "Oh, baby."
Now's not the time. And she gently pats Taliyah on the head before saying, "The worst is past, and he'll
Give a
be
staff
better
meeting.
by morning."
You feel this dark amount of dirt mash just on her head. You kind of slink it off her head. She looks over at you and doesn't say a word. I'm confused. What did you do to Jericho? Why?
We didn't do anything, child. We were helping him.
If we didn't do what we did, he would have died. And you could see her choking on that last word.
She kind of sees you and just looks around. Wait. She looks to Kayla, looks at Jericho, wait. Where's... And her fists that are balled up in that usual Taliyah energy disappears. She lets her hands just kind of droop to her side. Where's Layla?
She's inside. She risked much to bring me what I needed to help Jericho.
What do you mean? Layla doesn't do things. Layla doesn't do... She's not supposed to. She can't lift up a pebble. What do you mean?
She found the strength to do last night.
Explain.
We both came home. We saw Jericho in pain. We saw him suffering. And we knew we had to act. And so we did. And she pulls Taliyah into a hug. We acted to protect him.
As you pull her into a hug, she tosses her hands away, just looks at you with this stern, just sadness. No, just... I looks like Jericho. Just looks at Raphael with these sad, sad eyes. This is my fault. This is my fault. And she kind of takes one hand, puts it on her bicep, and just rubs it slightly. It's my fault. She's gonna just walk.
Jericho's head kind of lifts up from under the shelter. He kind of, for the first time since Taliyah got back, kind of wakes up. And he kind of raises his head and just goes,
Taliyah's gonna look towards Jericho with his kind eyes. And she smiles for longer than she will. Hides it and retreats it back onto her hair that flops over her. Facial expressions hidden. Looks to the ground and just walks past Kayla towards the house. Slight, faint droop to her step. Kind of like her leg's injured. She just steps, acting like nothing's wrong. Just walks past.
as you enter the house, you see smoldering embers inside the fireplace. You see back Layla curled up in front of the fireplace. And the rest of the house looks in disarray. It was like a whirlwind came through. People were running, trying to find anything and everything that they could.
She sees this and her eyes curl around. She begins to tremble. Body shakes a little bit. She looks around at Layla. Is Layla still asleep?
She is.
Taliyah's gonna take a couple steps forward, walk towards Layla and just try her best. Sit down. Roll me a, for Taliyah, I don't have access to my computer right now. Roll me a con save for her at disadvantage.
Con. Disadvantage. 7.
At this point, she walks and she trips on the floor, her right leg giving out on her. She bounds herself up. She makes sure to land in a way that, even to her own detriment, does not make a sound. She's gonna sit next to Layla, move her leg and just kind of pull it inwards. Moves it just a little bit around, just to make sure that she can walk with it. Just bites her lip, to the point that it starts bleeding. She reaches inside her dress that surprisingly has pockets. She pulls out this small little flower and just holds it in her hand, just looks at it. And suddenly, out of nowhere, it gets watered. Not by rain, but by her tears as they drip on top of her. Leah takes it and just looks at Layla on the ground. She takes the flower and just places it in her hair, slides it in there. It's imperfect, but she's replicating what she's seen before. And she does so. She's gonna ball her fist. Just get up. Look towards sleeping Layla and just say, It's my fault. I did my thing again. I got people hurt. I got people hurt. Tears flush down her face, downwards.
At this point, Kayla would walk in.
You do so, and the moment you do, she's gonna turn and just rush past you if she can.
Kayla's gonna try to stop her.
Sure. God damn it, Taliyah, stop being weak. Break this grapple, please, baby.
Fail it?
No, she's not gonna fail it. She's gonna try her best. But she has a broken leg, so I will be taking disadvantage.
Oh
That's
yes.
a 0.
As she tries to run past, Kayla just steps in front of her and lets her run directly into Kayla's abdomen. And as
She
soon
hits it
as
once.
she hits, Kayla wraps her arms around Taliyah.
You kind of wrap your hands around her. The weak hands come up to try and stop you. They grab you by the wrist and just pull. But Taliyah is not the strongest person. She just pulls, but there's not much strength behind it. I'm not sure it's because of the code. Because Taliyah's abnormally small, a combination of both of them. But she can't pry your hands off, and eventually she just gives up.
Kayla
She
just embraces her warmly and says,
as
"Let
you
it all
embrace
out,
her,
sweetie.
as you
Tell me
embrace her,
what's
where are
wrong."
your arms?
Just like draped over her in such a
Horrible
way.
idea. Horrible idea. As you do so, she convulses in your hands as your arms reach around her back. She. Whatever you just did, whatever you just touched. Taliyah bites her lip again. You see droplets of blood tinkle down, taps you right on the foot, a bead of her blood.
Kayla pulls her hands back and gently places one of them on Talia's shoulder as she drops to one knee.
As you do so, her body immediately backs away from that. She, even the touching the shoulder, she backs away from you, just stares at you right in the face. And you see these eyes that have cried for you're not sure how long. You see a face that's white and pale from being out in the cold. You see the hair that's messed up with discolored from dirt in the ground. She sleep outside in the rain. She just stares up towards you and just doesn't say a word.
Kayla just gives that same gentle, comforting smile she gave to Jericho when Jericho was in his panic. And she tells Talia, "Show me where it hurts. Let me help
Doesn't
you."
matter. It doesn't matter. Layla's in pain. It doesn't matter. She's shaking at this point, and you see an imbalance in her shoulder balance. Her her right side is balanced a little bit more as she tries to force her right leg to stand, but it does not work. It trembles and it's really hard for her to stand. She just stares at you. It doesn't matter. Just help Layla. Don't worry about me. Please just don't. Don't, Caleb. Just don't. Just don't.
It's too late for that.
It's never. No. It's too late. It doesn't.
As you guys kind of say this, you see the figure in front of the hearth kind of just go from being prone in the fetal position to just sit up, still facing the fireplace. You see, looking at her, one of her shoulders is out of its socket, and she's just staring into the burning coals now. The sound woke her, but she's not there yet.
At this point, does she see this located shoulder? How obvious is it?
It's pretty
Oh,
obvious
trust me,
because
dislocated shoulders
she
are
was,
obvious.
and she slept on it. So yeah, it's pretty obvious.
So yeah, she's gonna look towards that and just bites down on her lip. Just looks towards Kayla with this bleeding mouth and severely dried eyes. Move. Kayla, move. Kayla, don't do this. Just move.
Not until you
Just
let me help you.
You can't help me. You help Layla. She has a broken shoulder. She knows
There's
she's
more
spoken too
wrong.
loud.
There's more wrong with you than there is with her.
There's nothing wrong with me. Nothing running with me. I'm perfectly fine. I'm happy. And
Kayla,
Layla, you
Kayla
hear her.
gently pushes her shoulder.
As you do so, she...
You can barely stand.
I don't. I have feet. I'm standing up. You don't have to. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't move. Look at Layla's shoulder. She can't even use it.
I can fix her shoulder.
At this point, Layla kind of turns around on the ground, still seated. Kind of, you see her face kind of winces, and she tries to kind of push herself backwards with her back closer to the fire. She kind of shuffles backwards using her one good arm. She kind of looks at the pair of you. You see her face kind of covered in sweat, dirt, and grime, but there's two kind of clean trails running down her face. It's all been washed away. You see on her arms, basically up to her elbows, is just spatters of blood. You see just cuts, bruises, and scrapes across her knees and shins. Rips across all of her clothing. She kind of just looks at you guys. She kind of just cocks her head to the side and just says, "You're back, Taliyah."
I'm not back. I'm leaving soon. She turns towards Kayla and just looks at you with this adamant, rage-filled face. Move out of my way, Kayla. Move out of my way.
I will not let you kill yourself.
I'm not. I. She looks away from you. Move out of my way. I'm going to take a shower and take a bath. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Just being mean. You're being mean. You're, you're not. The words start jumbling in between them.
Sometimes that what you need is not the nice thing.
I don't need anything.
You need help.
No, I don't. Layla needs help. I've told you so many times. Layla needs help. Layla needs help. I don't need help. You're not helping, Kayla. I told you so many times that Layla needs help. And yet you still stay here and you keep saying I need help. And I don't need help. Kayla, look at Layla's shoulder.
Kayla doesn't move. She just continues staring at Taliyah with stern eyes and a gentle smile.
She's not even able to look at your face.
Even Jericho let us help him. Why won't you let us help you? And don't tell me it doesn't matter.
I don't need help, Kayla. Why can't you just listen to me? I'm telling you the truth. I don't need help. And you're just not listening to me. You're just not listening.
Kayla shoves her again, just hard enough that she'll fall over, but not hard enough to hurt her.
Fuck, can't save disadvantage.
Constitution, Taliyah's specialty.
3.
Oh, fuck my baby. She crumbles onto the floor, and as she falls down, she lands on her butt, and she...
You can't even stand.
I can't stand. She's gonna con save
Yesterday
disadvantage again.
I would not have been able to push you down like this.
Con save again.
Again?
Disadvantage.
Layla just kind of nat one.
Nah. God fucking baby. She tries to stand up once more, and as her right leg tries to stand, you hear a pop in her leg, and she collapses to the floor. She pulls her leg inwards and just kind of hugs it. And she just kind of feels around for it. And she's trying to figure out, she has no knowledge of anatomy. She's just trying to figure out how to work it. And you can tell that she is biting on her lips so hard that she is actually pierced, like below the layers. And there's a long stream of blood that falls down the space below her bottom lip, all the way down to the floor. And it's a harsh fucking bleed. She just chomped down on that part, specifically so that the pain of snapping her own fucking leg does not hurt her. She does not scream, not even a single yelp. She just stares at you. Stares at you, Kayla, looking up.
Layla just murmurs. You look cold.
Murmurs what?
You look cold.
Here. I'm not cold. I'm not cold. Roll me a con save. Just kick Taliyah. For Taliyah again. Disadvantage.
3.
She. I'm not cold.
Kayla gets closer to her and examines her enough to find out how she could lift Taliyah without touching any of her wounds.
Taliyah's imposing disadvantage on you.
Medicine check. Disadvantage.
7.
You want to take this or I take this, Robert?
You can describe what her wounds look like.
She is heavily good at hiding her scars, wherever they are. She doesn't show a single speck of weakness except for biting her lip. And the way with her clothes on, you don't see anything. There is no sign of blood. There's no sign of injury. There's no sign of anything. That there is no discernible way to figure out how she's hurt. She is so good at denying you anything to see below her. And she makes it quite obvious. Besides her broken fucking leg, which even now she's doing a good job of charading as not even an injury, charading it as a simple, her leg is resting on the ground. She's sitting in the fetal position. There's no discernible injury, not from the naked eye. She just stares at you.
Kayla caresses her cheek and smiles warmly again. You are the strongest person I have ever met.
I'm not strong.
But sometimes we need to be weak. We need to let others see our weakness.
There's no weakness. There's nothing wrong with me. There's a Layla and she's hurt, and it's my fault. And it's my fault. And it's my fault. Con save disadvantage.
Layla just, as she starts to say that,
6.
6.
What I roll?
6.
You rolled a 6. But as she starts to say it's all my fault, Layla just kind of looks at her quizzically and just says, "It's not your fault."
It's not my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. And her body kind of folds inward slowly as those little crickets of crying and a mantra of self-hate, like a melody, like a lullaby, puts my baby to sleep.
At this point, seeing Taliyah's asleep, at this point, Kayla looks over at Layla and in the same gentle voice she's been speaking this entire time, she asks Layla, Will you help me with her?
Layla doesn't respond, but she just silently stands up. You see her instinctively try to use her right arm to push herself up, but just kind of falls back for a second and kind of shifts over to her
Kayla
left
puts
side.
her hand up. We'll fix
Layla
that
just
shortly.
Layla takes it and takes the help getting up.
We'll fix that in a minute. Right now, I just need an answer.
She kind of looks towards you. Her face hasn't changed expressions this entire time. Her eyes kind of stare into yours. She just kind of waits for you to ask.
Will you help me help her?
I'll try.
Then come with me. And Kayla leads her outside, a good 20 feet away from the house.
Okay. She kind of just follows
Hands
mindlessly.
hands her the cleaned, rusty shave and tells her to bite on the hilt.
Layla kind of looks at it. I don't need that. I don't want to touch that.
She puts it back and looks around, picks up a small but sturdy twig, then bite on this.
She kind of takes it, and as she grabs it in her left hand, you notice it kind of almost, as she puts it in between her teeth, the stick almost gets stuck to the palm of her left hand for a second. She barely registers as she has to kind of shake her left hand to get it to come off of the twig. You see an odd pair of fingerless gloves on her hands.
Kayla
She
takes
puts
note of that for now, but doesn't say anything. She looks at Layla's arm and starts looking it over before she just grabs her right arm at the wrist and adjusts the joint back into its socket.
as you do so and you kind of reset the shoulder, unlike Taliyah, the con save not needed. She just kind of collapses onto the ground. Her left arm kind of wraps around her shoulder instinctively, and just kind of you see tears again kind of flow a little bit from her face before they quickly dry up, almost like her eyes are already empty. And you hear kind of muffled sobs until she kind of rolls back onto her knees and then back up and just kind of looks at you with the same kind of deadpan look and just says, I can help now.
Kayla, the whole time she was on the ground with those sobs, as soon as she reset the shoulder and Layla dropped, Kayla looked away from her, a somber look on her face. And in response to Layla's answer, almost as if Kayla didn't even hear it, you hear Kayla say, I should have been the one to go.
It's okay. I'm alive.
Kayla just stands there for a moment. She closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. Yes, you are. And now we need to make sure our Taliyah stays that way as well. And she leads Layla back in.
Layla just kind of follows silently.
She cleans off the table to prepare it.
Raphael at this point is inside. He's kind of knelt down next to Taliyah. He's not touching her. He's just looking at her. He just kind of says, as you guys walk in, and just says, "What happened to her?"
She would not tell us.
She's so confident in the woods. This shouldn't have happened.
I haven't known her long, but I know how strong she is. And I never thought I'd say this about anyone. But she's too strong for her own good.
I used to tell her that. She never listened.
Maybe now she will.
I doubt
Or
it.
maybe it'll only make her stronger.
We can hope.
And Kayla kneels down and looks Taliyah over again. She's making sure that when she picks Taliyah up, she's not going to wake her up by touching any of the wounds accidentally.
Make a medicine check. You don't have disadvantage. Taliyah's unconscious.
I don't have advantage either, and I needed it.
I was just gonna say that Layla was gonna come over and help you, but
Oh,
Take that assistance then.
yes,
yeah.
I will, because that's a nat 20.
As you do so, you look over Taliyah and you notice that it's a small detail, but it's so fucking small. Her dress is slightly a different color than it normally is. She rolled around the ground, tainted it with a little bit of dust and gravel, so that any droplets of brown and look just like they match her dress. But as you look at it more and more, the entire dress is just dried blood. And as you peer around, that isn't even the bottom of it. You look at her hair and you move it around, and you notice there is a severe gash at the top of her head, like she fell down and hit her head. But she strategically made it so that her hair droops over it, so that there is no scar. You notice that the mash on her head, the little marshes of dirt, that's strategically put there, possibly even infecting wounds in order to cover them up. You notice that it goes even beyond there, as her body has strange movements in it, like small vermin are crawling around her body. And you notice that on her back, they seem to squirm around. As you peer and hear even closer, you hear this of them squirming around there, possibly biting at her dead flesh. You're not even sure how far deeper it goes. Now that you're a little bit closer,
What's crawling on her?
these strange, I'll imagine maybe leeches, some form of parasite, maybe even maggot, that consume dead flesh or blood or just organic matter. And the step behind there, you are not sure how she's alive. You're not sure how long these have been there at all. And just a little bit closer,
At
you can
this,
smell the foul odor. Disgusting. But you notice that there's a little bit of mildew, a little bit of flowers, a little bit of organic matter in her, used as a pseudo perfume. that the concoction itself might actually damage her, and the smell she's trying to replicate.
At this point, Kayla starts stripping Taliyah of her clothes. She tells Layla to draw a bath for Taliyah, and
Layla just kind of nods and mindlessly goes off to start doing that.
and just right there in the living room, I guess.
The
She,
one house.
yeah, she starts cleaning the wounds as best she can while waiting for Layla to return and let her know that the bath is ready.
As you clean the wounds, after a couple minutes, you hear the door kind of swing open. You turn, expecting to see Layla, but there's no human there. You hear kind of a like little hooves across the stone. You kind of look down to your feet. You see this small little pig. You see Barnabas. He's like he's asking you what's wrong.
Our precious Taliyah is hurt. We're trying to help her, and I don't even know if you can understand me.
You see almost a sense of weakness, almost fear in the pig's eyes. He just kind of looks up at you once again.
Who's that con save for?
It's for Andy.
Oh.
As you peer around the small little piglet, you notice their eyes staring at you. You don't look at them. You don't meet them. But you know that they're just staring at you. Angrily. Not understanding.
Kayla
Frozen.
never stopped cleaning her wounds while she was conversing.
Taliah's just gonna stare at you. Her body wanting to move, but it can't. But even on a 2, she's gonna actually be awake. She's gonna stare at you. Just stare. You see the blankets of dead skin around her. Multiple gashes. Multiple cuts. Some of greater extent. Some of just larger. Some even older. But the majority of them are just really new, really recent. What was survival or medicine check?
Nat fucking 1.
That's an oof, boys.
There is a catatonic amount of injuries there that overload your brain. You have no idea what she's been through. But Jesus Christ, she shouldn't be alive. And looking around, you notice that her chest compartment is crushed inwards. You notice that there is severe amounts of internal bleeding. Insane amount of it everywhere. Dark and purple, blue skin. It's almost poetic the amount of damage there is. And you can tell that gazing upon her face, She has liquid in her mouth, and she would love to speak, but she can't. She's choosing to hold whoever's there in. It could be blood, it could be phlegm, saliva, or something else entirely. But she chooses to hold it there.
Kayla finally picks her up and starts walking towards the bathroom. She looks down at Taliyah, looking her in the eyes. And she just says, "You can be angry all you want, but I'm not gonna lose you. I'm not gonna lose anyone else."
Her eyes drip towards you. Stare. Empty. Angry. Unforgiving. A lot of wrath and hate and spite and loathing. There's so much anger there. Not a ferocity, not a violence, but a fury.
At this point, Layla comes back inside with the last bucket of water. Kind of silently moves past you to put it in the tub. You can see a little bit of steam rising off of the bath. She just kind of nods to you as she walks back out into the common space and just sits down, just waiting to be told the next thing to do.
Kayla gently puts Taliyah into the bath, propping her up so her head doesn't get submerged.
You can
And
try. Roll me a dexterity check.
dexterity, you say?
Oh.
10.
As you place her in, you're trying to find the best place because she has a massive amount of wounds that cover the entirety of her body. There is no precise and good way to put her in
Oh
that would not...
no. She's not worried about the wounds at this point. She just wants to make sure that she doesn't drown the girl.
Ah. Oh, God.
She wants Taliyah's wounds to get immersed so she can properly clean them.
Oh, baby. Con save. Disadvantage, Taliyah.
Yay. Double net 20, please.
No, that would not fail, please.
13.
Yes.
Oh, baby. At this point, as she sinks into the water, her skin stings and she spits out this vile, like, cacophony of saliva, mucus, and just blood that splatters onto the floor. And you swear you see strange leeches on the floor where she spit them out, and this blob of just disgusting organic dead material sloshes onto the floor. She looks towards you, and you notice just for a brief second that there is a horror movie inside her mouth right now. She closes her jaw and tightens it so that you can't see her teeth or the inside. She looks away from you, and the moment you kind of place her body into the water, immediately blood begins to flow outwards from her body, and the calm, slightly steaming water begins to slowly get corrupted and tainted by the blackness and crimson of still open wounds that haven't clotted over, that seep outwards. She looks at you and just stares. She looks away.
Without saying a word, Kayla just gently cleans out all the wounds, cleans all the dirt and grime and the maggots and leeches off and out of her body. And she even takes very, very meticulous care to clean out Taliyah's hair and especially that gash on her head. And once she's cleaned her whole body, Kayla looks at her for just a moment. Go ahead.
You think this is gonna be easy, Atra?
Oh no.
Roll medicine check. At disadvantage, Taliyah is always gonna impose disadvantage on you.
8.
As you peer around, the maggots are not just on the outside, they're on the inside. And there's no plausible way that you would even fathom the idea of shoving your hand in them out yourself. You do not have the surgical expertise to fix any internal damage there. And you know that you can clean the outside no matter what. You can do it to the best of your fucking ability. But you also understand that Taliyah would not allow you to do surgery. She will not allow you to do anything of the kind. She does not accept her pain. She does not accept that she's damaged or hurt in any regard. And regardless of the scars on her body, you can't fix the majority of the damage. She will not let you touch her broken bones. She will not let you touch the inside, the internal bleeding, and the massacred insides that is Taliyah at this point. You can clean the front all you want, and you do so. But you can never, never get down to the layer below.
Oh, Kayla has a plan for that.
You think my baby will let you?
You think Kayla will give her a choice?
At this point, Raphael kind of walks over behind you, Kayla, and just says, how's she doing?
Kayla frowns at the question. She looks down at Taliyah as she's still glaring angrily at Kayla. And she just gives Raphael a glance over her shoulder. As strong as ever. But there's much more wrong with her than I can help. And I'm going to need to get someone else to help.
He kind of slumps down at the edge of the tub and just kind of moves a couple hairs out from in front of Taliyah's face and just looks at her in the face and just says, how did this happen? You know the woods.
She looks at you. She looks at Raphael. And their eyes meet, and you see this bead of instinct that tells her to open up to Raphael. But then she looks over at Kayla, and immediately she recoils back, closes her position, and ignores Raphael, and just seeps in the pool, letting all the blood and dead organic matter float outwards into the small bath that you prepared. The steam has slowly died down, body cold enough to actually, like a pack of ice, to still the temperature and bring it down.
Kayla is saddened by the fact that she won't open up in front of her. But she understands. She gently lifts Taliyah out of the tub, grabs the towel and dries her off before taking her back out to the main room and laying her on the table. She calls over to Layla to join her.
You think it's gonna be that easy? As you're carrying her, roll me that double con save, Robert. A disadvantage. Please give me a high one. Please.
Two con saves at disadvantage?
No, just one disadvantage one. Please. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Double
13.
13s.
Nice. She's gonna struggle in your hands, and she's gonna forcefully make it so that hope is possible. The moment you even try to lift her towards the table, she's gonna restrain. She's not gonna actively hurt you, but she's gonna make it damn difficult. She holds onto the side of the bath and just props herself in there. She's not letting you touch her. And every time you do, she slides her body away. She doesn't forcibly push her hands away, but she makes it so difficult. She just slumps there.
Why won't you let me help you?
She looks up towards you. Because I don't need help, Kayla. I told you so many times. You say you want to be my friend, but you don't even listen to me. Is that what friends do? They just sit there and don't listen?
Friends do what's good for you, whether you like it or not.
You don't know what's good for me. Don't even act like you know what's good for me.
You would rather I let you die?
She just stares at you. She doesn't answer that question. She knows it's an innately lose-lose question. So she looks away from you.
Raphael just kind of stands up and looks down at Taliyah and the tub, the water now cloudy with dirt and grime, blood and sweat. You can't even see her body underneath the water anymore. He kind of looks down. You see a couple ripples coming from above where he's standing. He kind of wipes the wetness out of his eyes and his beard. He just kind of looks down at Taliyah and just says, I wish you'd let us help you.
She looks over at Raphael and just stares. A much more sad and open eye, an open facial, than towards Kayla. One that is on the brink of showing weakness, but understands that Kayla's nearby and will always hold that wall. She bites her lip again and looks away from Raphael. He begins to shiver. The water's gotten too cold.
Tears start streaming down Kayla's face. She makes no sound as she stands up, and she gives Raphael a knowing look as she walks out of the room. She goes to the table that she cleaned off earlier. She grabs a mortar and pestle again, and she starts making the same 3 medicines that she made for Jericho
Oh, you better be
in a
fucking crafty, Atra.
in a lower
Better be
dosage, because obviously dragon versus child.
You're... I'm gonna make this so fucking difficult. You ain't touching my baby, Atra.
At this point, Raphael kind of leans down, kind of waves his hand through the water. You see the ripples kind of come up and kind of beat against your neck, Taliyah. He kind of looks down at you. The water's cold.
It's fine. The rain was cold.
He just bends at the waist, picks you out of the tub.
To do so, there isn't a resistance. It's the sound of the water just sprinkling back into the small little bath as you pick her up. Light as a feather. Light when she's not resisting. And you set her up.
He just kind of looks down to you.
Arms closed.
It's a good thing I'm not outside anymore then.
I'm gonna go back outside.
Not yet. Kind
I don't want to be here. Kayla doesn't listen to me.
he kind of carries her back out to the main area. Pulls a couple blankets out. Kind of puts one on the
Raphael.
table. Lays Taliyah down gently on the bed, next to where Layla's still sitting, unmoving, just kind of looking at both her hands, just kind of in a shocked silence. Lays the second blanket over you, Taliyah, in an attempt to help warm you up a little bit.
Taliyah's gonna just stare at Layla with this sadness. You can tell the entire time, as Raphael, that Taliyah wanted to say something, but the entire time she can't. Just can't. And even now, she stares towards Layla, putting a blanket on her. She doesn't speak. She just eyeballs the shoulder that was dislocated. And her eyes show this terrifying weakness. This self-loathing that borders on suicide.
As Raphael finishes putting the blanket on Taliyah, Layla just kind of stands up off the bed, kind of looking at her hands, and just wanders outside without any words. Raphael kind of leans down next to you, Taliyah, and just whispers into your ear and just says, "It wasn't your fault. It really wasn't."
You don't know anything, Raphael. You don't know anything.
He kind of smiles. "I know enough."
No, you don't. I could have stopped him, but I was too weak. Far too weak.
While all this is happening, as Kayla finishes up with the 3 medicines, she sets them out in a very peculiar way, almost as if she wasn't going to be the one to administer them. And then she grabs a quill and a paper and starts writing a note. Instructions on each of the medicines, what they do and how to use them, how much or how little to use on what kind of wounds. And once she finished writing, she rolls up the paper, approaches Raphael and Taliyah.
As you
She
approach, she's gonna immediately roll her facing away from you and towards the wall.
She looks down at Taliyah with a longing in her eyes. And then she turns towards Raphael and hands him the note. Please, take care of her. And without waiting for his response, she turns around, walks back over to where Taliyah had fallen asleep, and picks up her fur coat and just puts it back on before walking out of the house.
As you kind of leave the house, Raphael puts the note on the table without looking at it. He sits on the bed next to Taliyah, his hands running gently over the blankets. Now, darker than they were when you first put her back. He kind of moves his gentle, moves hair out of Lydia's eyes, making it so that no matter which way she was, her hair would be behind her face. And just says, "Do we need to be worried being here?"
She looks over towards Raphael. She gives a light smile. Why would you be worried? It's not like I'm gonna die or anything.
He kind of smiles. "You're far too tough for that."
But she does so.
Whatever did
Con
this?
save.
Disadvantage or just normal?
Oh, you think her body can even roll at normal?
4.
She instinctively, as she says that, she says too much. Just spits out another wad of that mucus, parasitic, just slosh into the side of her thing.
A little bit kind of splashes. Raphael's clothing. He doesn't even react to it. He just continues looking down, smiling. Do they need to worry for safety?
I can beat him, it doesn't matter. Don't need anyone else. I'm gonna beat him.
He kind of smiles again down and just says, "You always will. I know that."
Or Jonathan.
That he kind of stands up.
For who?
Or
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Oh.
Taliyah's gonna look towards Raphael. Why is Kayla making this so difficult? I told her so many times. I don't need her help.
He looks back.
Just saying. She punches the stone. Keeps saying stupid things.
He looks back and he just smiles and says, "She just wants to help. She knows you."
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
She doesn't even listen to me. I told her so many times that I don't need help. She keeps saying that I do. I'm not a weak person. I don't need help. I told myself that many years ago. Many years ago.
He moves back down and sits on the bed. Once again, just kind of out of habit, like someone who at one point had done it a lot, just kind of habitually moves 1 or 2 stray hairs away from their face. He just smiles down at you. "She just cares. It's not a crime."
She doesn't care. But someone that cares is someone that listens. They don't just force things on you. They don't just keep saying things like they know what's good for you. They listen to what you want. And that's what I want. I just want someone that listens to me and understands that I don't need anyone. I don't. She looks at Raphael. I didn't. But it's not like I'm pushing you away, Raphael. It's just.
You see for one of them. It's not common on Raphael's face, but you see for a second the kind of happy, turned up corners of his eyes kind of soften for a moment. quickly are pushed back up by his wide smile. I know you're not. They might not. With that, he just kind of stands up, moves, and goes to sit in the chair.
As he moves out, she's gonna look towards him. Raphael.
Stops. Yes.
Just tell Layla to come here. I'm gonna apologize, and I'm just going to apologize, and then
Kind of
get
smiles and just says, I can do that. In the
tears
meantime,
begins to stream down her face again. Thank you, Raphael. You listen.
he just kind of smiles back once again. As he moves to the door to call out to Layla. What were you doing during this time, Patrick?
Kayla, without speaking a word to anyone, as she walked out, she just turned towards where she remembers having been told the village was, and starts walking.
You see Layla just sitting on a stump, old, gnarled stump. It's been used to cut hundreds and hundreds of logs on. You see her just staring down at her hands, just looking at them as if she's asking herself a question. As you walk by, she kind of looks up. You see her eyes asking you a question too.
The look on Kayla's face would answer any question that someone has for her. She's defeated. She's crying, not making a sound, but the tears are rolling down her face as if she had been crying for hours. Her eyes are lonely. And she doesn't look at Layla as she walks past, but she gives her a short glance as she continues on.
As you do so, you just hear a faint, almost disconnected voice kind of calling after you. And Layla just says, come back soon.
Still looking straight ahead. You see her head nod, but that's all you get from her. She continues walking. Not a word spoken.
At this point, Raphael opens the door and kind of calls, Layla, Taliyah wanted to talk to you. Without a word, Layla kind of stands up. And the last things you see is her vanishing inside a small stone hut as you enter back into the forest. Layla walks inside, kind of almost mindlessly moving forward. Taliyah, even in your current state, you can see that her mind is moving a million miles a minute, even if her body isn't. She kind of kneels down on the cold stone next to you You see her face twitch a little bit as she puts too much weight on one of her bruises. She just kind of puts both arms and her head just resting on the bed, looking at you.
She's gonna look towards you with this broken smile. Tears welling up her face again. Hey, dumbass. I'm back. And I'm alive. Like I promised you.
For the first time since coming back, Layla's facial expressions change. First, it's just a twitch, the corner of her eyes, kind of instinctively scrunching together until you get a little bit of a half-cocked grin, kind of staring back at you. Almost like it took a moment for the message to get through. She kind of smiles. Just says, I'm glad you're back.
It's fine. Oh, this is my fault. Like it always says. And she looks towards your prepared shoulder. It's just I made bad decisions. But I won't have to make them anymore. Not after a little bit. And then you get to live a little happy life, Leila. And you get to smile. And you get to have a good life, Leila. You get to have a good life. You get to have a good life.
Layla kind of smiles back. It's a better life if you're in it a bit longer.
She shakes her head, shaking no. No. Don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that at all.
She just smiles back. I do.
No. She gives you the most valiant smile ever. And I'll make sure of it.
With that, Layla kind of stands up in the bed. And looks towards Raphael. Her brain still moving slowly. She just looks at him. She sees his glasses kind of far down his nose. His eyes softer than she's ever seen them. And Raphael just instinctively wraps her into a hug.
Taliyah? Is Raphael hugging Taliyah?
Hugging Layla.
Excellent. Don't hug my baby.
They both kind of look down at Taliyah.
Taliyah
Smile.
now has this bright, energetic smile that contrasts her broken, thanks to sword. That just the juxtaposition of her brilliant, happy, amazing smile in contrast with her broken, disjointed, shattered body as she stares towards you guys with this facade of a happiness that makes her feel so vividly happy. Like she's found a moment of respite, a dot that gives her hope a sound that makes her sound like she's done everything she's needed to do, that she's happy, and that in the most somber light, she's done everything she needs to.
In that moment, Layla kind of looks up at Raphael and sees the tears kind of welling up in his eyes. She just kind of looks at him. What's wrong? She'll be okay. She's always okay. She's done so much. Raphael kind of gets choked up a little, goes over to the table once he realizes that Taliyah is no longer seeing him. He picks up the note that Kayla left and starts to read it quickly, frantically.
Taliyah looks towards Layla. Hey, dumbass. Come here.
Layla kind of moves back down closer to the bed, once again kind of resting her smile on the edge of the bed. And just her face inches away from Taliyah's. Kayla, go ahead and roll me a medicine check for how well you wrote the instructions.
Oh,
With
how well I
advantage.
wrote the instructions.
Please, not one.
With
Please.
With advantage or disadvantage?
With advantage, because you took
Oh,
the
that's a
time.
nat 20.
Because you said that you
Oh, fuck.
meticulously wrote them out.
Yep. I meticulously laid out the medicines and wrote the notes.
Yep. With that, Layla's face just kind of appears in front of Taliyah's eye line. There's still a smile across her face as she kind of locks eyes with Taliyah again.
Taliyah's gonna free her hands. It with a movement and dexterity that is uncalled for with her broken body. A control that she didn't have a couple of seconds ago. But she has back. And she kind of looks over to the side and just easily spits out a lot of that disgusting gore. Just looks towards you. Hey, Layla. I know I did a bunch of dumb things. And I did a bunch of dumb things. And they're gonna get people hurt. But it won't matter. Because I'm gonna fix everything. And maybe fix will make you smile again. And everything's gonna be okay. You don't got to worry about me. Pain is just temporary. Pain doesn't last. I can take away your pain. I'm going to do that. I'm going to. And maybe she stares towards you and sees that emptiness there. And it won't matter. It won't matter at all. Because you're gonna be happy, Layla. You're gonna be happy. And that's all that matters. And
Layla's smile
I'm gonna be
face
happy.
still kind of sits in front of Taliyah. She says, I've had a lot of happiness lately. I wonder why.
She looks towards you and gives you this really glorious smile. I met a friend in the forest, Layla. Tears stream down her face. And he's so big and strong, unlike me. But he helps me. And she gestures down towards her broken body. And he's gonna help me more. And it's gonna be okay, Layla. And you don't gotta think about anything. You don't gotta think about me. You only gotta think about you. And yeah, Jericho. Jericho's gonna be here though. Jericho's gonna be. He's gonna be there for you. And Jericho, you're gonna be the best dragon rider. And maybe I won't be here to teach you. Maybe I won't be here to teach you, but you've already got it. You got the skill. You've got what it takes to be better than me. So it doesn't matter, Layla. You don't need me. And no one else needs me, so it's fine.
You see this
You won't need to worry anymore.
kind of look of confusion wash across Layla's face. And she just kind of confused processes, and then the smile kind of returns. And she just says, well, I'll never be the best.
You're gonna be the best, because the best is like it's a reference. Because you're gonna be the only dragon rider in the pit, Layla.
Layla just kind of smiles down, still not understanding your current state. She just smiles. You can see faint glimmer of happiness in the corner of her eye. Something that just moments ago wasn't there. At this point, Raphael kind of approaches the bed, puts a hand on Layla's shoulder, looks down at Taliyah, and just says, I think she needs some rest.
No, Raphael. I'm going for a walk. And I'm gonna find my friend. And then it's gonna be great.
You see, for a moment, an almost uncharacteristic resolve wash over Raphael. He kind of looks at you again, Taliyah. He just kind of rubs his hand across your shoulder. Says, well, how about this? You take just a short rest, and then we'll
I
go off
already
together.
rested, Raphael. I already rested.
Hello?
I already rested. I'm great. And I'm energetic. And I have the energy back. And I'm happy. I'm happy, Raphael. I'm happier than I've ever been. And I can't wait, Raphael. I can't wait to find my friend again.
He kind of puts his finger against your lip and just smiles. 10 minutes won't make a difference.
But I wanna go.
He kind of keeps his
I
finger
wanna.
on your lips. A quick nap. Close your eyes. You couldn't have slept well outside.
I don't wanna sleep. If I sleep, I might not wake up again.
At this point, he kind of pulls the blanket back now that it's kind of a
Gross.
soaked, darker red color.
Absolutely disgusting.
As he kind of
Truly awful.
continues to talk with you, he starts to kind of examine your wounds. One of his fingers kind of traces the edges of them. You feel almost a faint sensation around where he touches. He kind of looks back down. His eyes happier now. The tears are gone. He just says, we'll wake up.
What if I don't want to?
You see the smile vanish for a second, masked by his overflowing beard. You see his gaze kind of trail off into the distance. I've had plenty of people tell me that before, but like you said, sometimes you know, and I know some things. You should sleep. He continues to kind of trace the edges of your wounds, and as he does so, you feel a faint, warm sensation across them. He kind of looks down at you again and just says, "Plenty of people need you."
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just so
God damn it,
busy.
Reese. Figure out what you're gonna do.
It doesn't matter.
He kind of once again pushes his finger up to your lips. And he just kind of looks at Layla. And Layla, kind of, still with a smile on her face, kind of bends over, and in a really kind of weird exchange between the pair of them, with him kind of acting like a father and her kind of like mother concern over their kid. She kind of gently kind of brushes her lips across your forehead, specifically choosing a spot that is untouched of any wound. They don't say anything else. They just kind of both look down on you with happy smiles. And even given the circumstances, still happy. Raphael's still been kind of tracing your wounds. His body feels better, more relaxed.
Taliyah's gonna look towards Layla. Hey, Layla.
Yes?
When you're smiling again. When you're smiling again, and when you don't have to worry about me anymore, you should worry about Kayla. Because she loves you a lot. She wants to be there for you. And when I'm not here to be there for you, Jericho and Raphael and Kayla's gonna be there for you, okay? I want you to tell me okay. Because I need this okay.
Layla just kind of looks down and again kind of smiles at you, and she just kind of, without really thinking about it, just kind of bobs her head and just says, "You'll be here, boy."
Yeah, I'll be here. I'll always watch over you.
Kind of smiles as Raphael kind of once again kind of finishes tracing all of your wounds. He kind of wipes his hands onto his dirty shirt and just kind of pulls a blanket back up over you. This one clean, and it doesn't start to turn crimson like the other one.
Fucking finally.
At least I swear to God. And as
Nothing
you do
was
so,
working.
as you do so, Taliyah's gonna rest, lay down in the bed with the blanket over her. A nice, deliciously calm and clean blanket. She's gonna rest here with the biggest fucking smile on her face. And she's gonna choose to fail all 3 death saves.
Hey, Andy.
I can't talk to you right now. I'm currently crying.
You want to know why Kayla went to the village?
Doesn't matter. My baby.
No, it doesn't matter anymore.
Fuck. My baby. You're such a good girl. My baby.
Congratulations, Andy. You broke me.
Fucking hell. God damn. Fuck. There's no satisfying victory at all. Holy shit, my baby. There's so much she wanted to say too, but it wasn't the right time. My baby. I wanted to see her happy fucking story. You know. Yeah. God, I wanted to see her grow. Holy shit. God damn, my baby could have taught you how to ride a dragon. Fuck.
God damn it, Reese.
What?
Fucking chewing in our ears while we're mourning our loss.
How? How can you hear that? I literally had my mic flipped up.
We can hear it clearly.
We can.
They're loud chips, I guess.
Mute yourself.
I'm doing that now.
God fucking damn. My baby. God. She wanted so badly to open up my baby. She just wanted someone to be there for her. But goddamn, Layla went through so much. And Layla couldn't be there to talk to her. Holy shit. She just needed someone. Fuck. God. She just wanted someone to be there for her. That's literally it. The one person she needed to be there for her was too broken to be there for her. My baby. Fucking hell. Robert, go cut
Yeah.
over to Kayla Village. I don't need to roleplay anymore.
No. I might have Google. I'll check. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, what kind of dumbass would make Robert have someone ask him that question? What kind of monster?
Gee, I wonder.
Damn, I don't know anyone like that. Robert, whenever you're ready.
As this happens, Caleb, you find yourself walking through the woods. Go ahead and make a survival check.
I'm imposing disadvantage on myself.
For everything.
Why? You're perfectly fine. You
Even
don't know
with
that
that
she's dead.
disadvantage.
It's still a 14.
It's not about her. It's not about her death.
Oh,
Caleb,
curse him with good luck, please.
For real.
Just kind
Fuck.
follow the trail. And you remember Layla talking about it. You kind of follow it. You reach the edge of a cliff. You kind of look out. It's beautiful. The sun is setting. Clouds rolling over lakes, mountains, trees. See a cave at the base of the mountain. You look over the cliff. You see some faint white strands blowing in the wind. As you're walking, you kind of step on something strange. You look down. You see a puddle of blood and the severed arm. You kind of continue down the path. At this point now, the sunlight at your back. Another 20 minutes of travel. You find yourself some quiet hot springs. You see trampled grass. And it looks like something rolled around and ran about. And you see reeds and sprigs of flowers cut along the edge of one of these banks. As you continue through the hot springs, you make your way into a small village. What are you looking for?
The
Yeah, Atra, what are you looking for?
The doctor.
As you kind of frantically move around the village, going from door to door, you eventually find a small shop. You see a sign out front that says medicines and remedies. As you kind of frantically pound on the door of the shop, you see a tall male figure open the door. He kind of looks down at you. You see him smile. Well then, this is certainly interesting. He kind of looks at the darkness, the long, stretching shadows. What brings you here so late?
I need help.
You see, as you speak, his disposition changes. You see his eyes harden. He says, "What's wrong? Where do we need to go?"
My friend. The forest. The stone house.
He kind of nods. I'll ready my things as fast as I can.
Please.
He kind of starts moving around the shop, meticulously grabbing anything that could possibly be useful for a surgery or fixing wounds. You see bandages, gauze, herbs, vials of things you don't understand. In the end, he kind of pauses for a moment, looking at you, the state you're in.
Never mind me.
He grabs two coins off a pile, puts them into his pocket. He grabs a few more supplies behind the desk. And he kind of latches his bag up, closes the door, locks it, turns to you and just says, "Lead the way. This is urgent, I can tell. Let's make haste."
She starts walking as fast as she can.
He kind of jogs to try and keep up with you. Even you're in really good physical shape and you're able to pretty easily make your way through the woods. You know where you're going now. As you continue, you get past back to the cliffs. You look around. He pauses for a second, out of breath. His bag, you see it bulging as he's been walking, just filled to the brim with things to help people. He kind of looks out, one hand resting up against a tree. You see him look out over the cliff. He just kind of takes in the sunset for a second. He kind of looks back to you. "We're almost there, right?"
She silently nods as she turns back towards the house again.
As you walk, there's still the puddle of blood that you stepped in earlier, but the arm's gone now. You see a faint trail of blood into the woods. Kind of follows you, still jogging, doing his best to keep pace. And as you finally reach the clearing, the sun is just about to set. The shadows stretching 10, 15, 20 feet away from you. Even your shadow stretching that far. You can hear his heavy breathing behind you. Kind of looks at you. She's inside.
She nods as she turns towards the stump that Layla was sitting on earlier, and she just sits on it in silence.
He kind of moves.
You hear the occasional as she quietly sobs to herself.
You see him.
Fuck off, Andy.
You see him kind of enter the house. And as you sit there and sob, 5 minutes pass. 10, you're not sure if it's good or bad. But you just sit there, with tears streaming freely down your face. You wait. Jericho moves over to you. He kind of licks some of the tears off your face. Nuzzles his head into your chest.
She wraps her arms around his head and leans into him, resting her head on top of his, and just continues crying. This time, very loudly, uncontrollably.
As you do this, he kind of curls his tail around you. His wings stretch around you, pull you into a dark, warm dome. First time in a while, all in hours, you feel almost reassured, almost safe, as Jericho's wings and tail wrap around you, give you a little sanctuary. You're not sure how much time passes. You know it's total darkness outside. You feel the presence of two people behind you. So you push off Jericho's wings.
She slowly looks up,
You see,
hiccuping, breathing heavily. She's trying to turn down the screams of her crying.
as you kind of turn around, you see the doctor, his bag over his shoulder. You see blood on his forearms. Again, you don't know if it's good or bad. You see one of his arms wrapped around Layla's shoulders. She kind of stands next to him. As you kind of questioningly look into her eyes, they're almost mismatched. Like each one doesn't understand what the other's doing. In one, there's a happy twinkle, this innocence, purity, excitement. The other, you see tears. She looks more cleaned up than she was last you saw. Her face no longer covered in dirt. Her mouth is just a faint, barely present smile. They both kind of look at you. The doctor looks down at you, at Jericho, and just kind of bows his head. I'm terribly sorry, but I couldn't have done anything.
It was too late. I should have gone. It should have been me.
And Layla kind of puts her hand on your shoulder, the smile kind of creeping across her face again. Just kind of says, "What do you mean? She's just napping." And with that, I don't think I can say anything else.
God damn it, Andy.
Fucking
Fuck.
I can't fucking oh, my brain is empty. Fuck.
All the tanks are empty, dude.
Dude, you
Jesus
dumb bitch,
fucking
Atra.
Christ.
You dumb fucking bitch, Atra. Why'd you tell me to do that? Oh, my baby. Oh, fuck. She deserves to live, you dumb whore. She,
I didn't
she,
tell you to kill her.
I
I
know, you
told you to
fucking
break
challenged
me.
me. I didn't give a shit. It wasn't to break you anymore. It was just, oh, my baby. This was even on purpose. This was just unlucky. You dumb bitch. You killed my girl.
How did I kill her?
All you had to do was let Kayla do the thing she was good at, and then after that, Kayla would have been completely okay and have like a mind, and then she would be able to talk to Taliyah and talk Taliyah out of her depression. But you dumb bitch, you broke Layla, and by association, you killed Taliyah. You dumb whore. Do I need to spell it out for you? Do I need to spell it out for you? Holy
Clearly.
shit! You killed my baby again, again. You broke the other one. You killed this one. Atra, you fucking monster. Oh, oh, there's no land on earth. There is nothing I can homebrew that is enough to torture your character. There is none. My baby. Holy shit. My baby. Oh, I had to fucking commit infanticide and kill my baby. What? Oh my god. Yeah, death saves help. They help with combat. Woo! People can survive. Woo! What happens if you fail them all? Well, never heard it done before. Well, welcome to Taliyah. Dumb fucking whore. Dumb fucking bitch he is. Wasn't even a challenge at this point. To stab myself. What kind of win is this? No one wins in this, actually, you dumb bitch.
I never
No,
said anything about winning.
there is no win here. This was just, this is just simultaneous dick stabbing. Like, simultaneous. God, we're all neutered. Dumb bitch Atra killed my girl. God, fucking hell. All she wanted to do was live a happy fucking life. And this dumb bitch comes in and is like, hey, I'm gonna be there for you. And instead of pushing a little bit more, he decides, I'm gonna get the doctor because I'm useless here. Oh, 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 this dumb bitch. Making all the right decisions. Hell yeah. Whew. She just won. God, my baby. She just was up for a reason. Try to break him down. Oh, imagine. Imagine. I'm fucking hysterical right now. Oh, but good thing I'm in denial. My baby is still alive. Cause I'm just gonna put her in another one of my sesh. Oh wait, she doesn't want to be alive. She cannot become a BB. I can't even use her because if I use her, I'll start crying. And if I start crying, I can't use my villain. God, this is no win. There is no win in this situation. No win. My baby Taliyah's story is just over with, and there is no DM in the universe that can tell me she's still alive. God, fucking hell. She just wanted to live a fucking good life, just like Carlamella. But Carlamella's a sociopath and a psychopath. At least she gets to kill people. But my baby Taliyah, god damn. Wanted to fucking get stabbed. What dumb fucking bitch said that? It's a horrible feeling. God damn. Oh, damn. What the shit? Why would. Oh, ow. Fucking hell. We're all just doing what Robert does now. Fuck. Crying over a fictional character. Oh.
It's wild.
See you guys at the cafe? It's just three guys like around the table ordering it, and then we just start breaking down.
We're gonna order fish and just cry.
Oh no. We just look at it and then they say something. We have dragon sushi here. We're like, oh.
We have a dragon roll. What's it made out of?
Hey,
Flounder,
what's
carp, salmon, and lobster. Everything
Hey.
they cook.
The waitress comes over. What's your name? My name is Taliyah.
Hi, my name's Taliyah. How can I help you?
You dumb fucking bitch. Hey, don't even say my fucking name, you. Don't. Please don't. You killed my baby. I will never forgive you. Don't even fucking hit me with that. I'm living. Oh, God, my baby.
I didn't
And resurrection
expect
and
that.
rest spells don't even help her because she doesn't want to be alive. Fucking hell.
I didn't expect that.
And the best part is she fucking loves the man in the woods. The fucking psychopath that helped her get to where she is. Oh, great. I love psychopaths. Oh. And so I can save this. Y'all might talk to him in the future. Y'all might actually talk to Agor in the future. So I can't spoil anything. Oh. Oh. My eyes are bloodshot right now. Dumb bitch.
Well,
Why the fuck do I play D&D? Why the fuck? I don't play DM anymore. I don't want a PC anymore either. I don't even want to play this game. Fucking hell. Oh. This is worse than Aben. And I played Aben more. Taliyah was only like 6 sessions.
I didn't expect that today.
Expect fucking what? I didn't expect that shit either. I sneak attacked myself. I didn't even know that was possible. Like, literally, you guys, like, I'm stabbing Robert all the time, and then, like, the actress just sitting over there laughing, and then I'm like, wait, what if I stab myself? And you guys are like, wait, no, already did it, and then all of a sudden, all of us are like, oh! Fucking blood curse of mutual suffering. Fucking OP.
Welcome to my world.
There was no win here. Absolutely no win. There was nothing but loss here. And there is no session that Robert can do after this that I don't even know if I'll go through all 5 stages of grief because this is a fictional fucking character. Because this is just what? This is anger? I'm not sure.
Denial.
Are you sure? I'm not denying shit. She's dead.
Anger. Bargaining.
I'm not bargaining because I'm the DM. There is no need to bargain. I could say she's alive, but like there is no one in this universe that can convince me she is. She is dead. She is hyper dead. She is in none of the timelines or the passing because this is her timeline, and she is just a speck in that timeline. She doesn't matter. She doesn't matter enough to matter in the passing. Like canon-wise, she just doesn't exist anymore. All Taliyahs in every multiverse ends here. Oh, fucking hell, my baby. Oh. Why the fuck do I DM for you guys?
Since when
What
did
the
you tech into 20th level rogue from max sneak attack dice? Jeez.
The rogue doesn't do self-damage, you dumb whore.
This one does.
I'm a fucking blood hunter if anything. I sacked my whole HP bar. For what benefit? This isn't worth it. Breaking you
Damn.
guys wasn't worth it. The fuck?
What?
Oh,
Why were you even trying?
I wasn't. I wasn't trying to break you guys anymore. That was just me. I was just doing what's natural. That was just naturally where the story would go. There's no other. There's no other path for Taliyah. That was the entire end game. That was the end game, and I couldn't decide anything else. That was the end game you fucking made, you dumb. And you guys role played completely in character, which is the worst part. I can't say that you guys chose the killer, but like, fuck. Like, in character, she is dead because of your character's fucking choice. Where the fuck do we go baton sesh now? Taliyah's fucking dead. Just anger. And there's always gonna be anger. I don't think I can easily.
Ooh.
Oh, I love this. This anger right here makes me numb to Reese's shit too. I love it. Oh, fucking hell.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here thoroughly enjoying all this pain.
Oh no. Like I can't say I enjoyed this pain. This was just suffering. This was just like this is just me stabbing and twisting my own knife in my gut.
Precisely. I am in suffering, and I love it.
Robert, I'm sorry. You were part of the collateral. Like all I wanted to do was stab myself in the gut. But like
I was trying so hard to anti-stab you. You have no idea how fucking hard I was anti-stabbing you.
yeah, but you can't do anything out of character. So Layla was stuck. Layla was the
Layla was stuck.
plausible way.
Raphael was giving you the ointment that Kayla made.
Oh, you thought, but like Raphael knows that she's been depressed for a bit. He can't do shit about it. Not in character, at least.
He was doing what he could.
And that's all he could have done. Damn, my baby just needed somebody. Somebody. Or, you know, just, I don't know, have someone not try to get to know her? Not call her out for being weak? Dumb bitch.
What do you mean? Who called her out for being weak?
Kayla. Kayla's like, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to be there for her entire life. No one's been here for me. She's trying to be here for me. It would be a shame if I had some debilitating physical injuries that I caused to myself. Oh, damn, that will was the only thing keeping her alive. And if Kayla didn't do shit, and if Kayla just didn't say anything, she would have gotten healed, took the ointment, and she would still be alive now. But no, that's fucking actress' fault. That's Kayla's fault. Kayla killed Taliyah in all regards of this entire narrative. Cause like, you broke her will, man. You broke a person's only leverage of survival. That was Kayla. Kayla is a monster.
And she's gonna live with that her whole life. Or
And
die
the
with
best
it
part-
soon.
Die? I mean, that's up to Robert. Cause like, surprisingly, I will never let you die if I'm the DM.
So, you know, I guess the sucks a little bit that, like, bitch croaked.
Where's that banhammer at?
Oh, I have the band hammer too. I think Robert does too.
I'm
I,
already totally muted. In every channel.
I don't have a kick button. I only have a block.
Oh wait,
looking
I
for
have a
it.
block button too.
I was looking for it.
Just move to a private call. Fuck Reese.
No, not like this.
God. Oh, this is the worst plausible feeling ever. What kind of monster does this to people?
This is the worst timeline.
Says the monster that did it to people.
Fuck you talking about? That was your fault, dumb bitch.
Yeah, you were like, ha, no one can break me.
and then Atra's like, I'm gonna try to enter this girl's life. I can see how broken she is, but let me just poke at it with a stick anyways. There's no way the dam will end, the dam explodes. Oh, would you look at that?
I never
But
said
hey,
Kayla was smart.
oh, I fucking love this dumb fucking bitch. I know, like, the best part is that I know it hurts Atra as a player because he would have done so different, like, as a person. But Kayla, ooh, ooh.
Absolutely.
The number of things that I wanted to do that I just couldn't justify.
Welcome to Carlamella Part 2.
Now this is infinitely worse. You can't convince me otherwise.
Oh, it's just our baby Taliyah that all of us, all of us love 100%. She's just
What's not to
dead.
love? What's not to love about her?
That's it. She's just dead, like, she's just dead. It's not like she was a lovable character or anything. It's not like she was a good person that would see people survive and get to a better point. Fucking hell, imagine. Imagine like it was a character like that. They don't exist. Oh, I'm gonna start rocking back and forth in the fetal position.
Sweet. Yeah, just let me know.
I fucking love this. We get to hear Robert like just try to hold a facade.
So like 5 minutes.
15 minutes?
Okay, yeah, I can be ready.
Is that alright?
I don't know. He's pretty emotionally traumatized.
I fucking love this.
Sounds good.
Robert has to
Oh.
hold that like strong demeanor. It's so fun.
And he has to do it while going out in 15 minutes.
Oh yes, oh yes. Robert suffers the most out of all of us. Yes,
Why?
he's
I
getting
didn't want this.
he's getting stabbed in real life. Hell yes,
I didn't want this, Andy.
dude. If they bring them up, if they bring that up in conversation, like what is there to say?
Man, how am I gonna go to lab meeting next week? I told Atra before we started. I had my lab meeting this morning, and someone in the lab's name is Layla. The advisor asked. They literally asked, like, "So Layla, how are things going?" And I was like a microsecond away from just automatically responding. How am I gonna go to lab meeting now?
Please meet someone named Taliyah. I want to see the reaction. I need to see the
Oh my
reaction.
god, yes.
She's gonna name. He's gonna meet someone named Taliyah and be like, "Wait, that's
That's
you're pronouncing
close
that
enough.
wrong."
That's close enough.
It's what Kayla originally called her.
God. Jesus fucking Christ, Andy.
Hey, don't fucking say my name, bitch. No, no fucking, not allowed. My baby
Me?
is dead. My baby
Me?
is dead. My baby is dead. I give zero fucks about anyone in this channel right now. I give zero
Feels bad.
fucks.
Feels
Oh,
bad.
I had to kill
I just
my own.
wanted
Feels real
happiness.
bad.
I had
I
to
just
kill
wanted
my own child.
happiness.
I wanted happiness too. Fucking hell. Oh, I had to kill my own child.
Andy, we were on the same team. We were on
Same
the same
team.
team.
We look at the score and enemies like far below us, and we're like, what happens if I just nuke our chances of winning? Literally, there is no enemy.
You got the
Oh.
25 kill streak tactical nuke, but you used it on the wrong team.
You just put it at yourself.
Yeah.
I've never tried
That's
this
what
before.
happened.
Boom. Dude, I had to mute myself so many times to go to the bathroom and just. Oh. My babe. My babe.
Oh,
What happens in Baton Sesh now? I know we want to play it. Like, I know we want to fucking play it. Oh.
they were supposed to have a fishing tournament.
And they were. No, that's today. The fishing tournament's
know.
today. For them, it's today. Like,
They
this
were
is the
supposed to go to a fishing tournament.
this is
They
the
all
morning
missed
of
it.
this is the morning of the fishing tournament. Canon.
Well, it was the morning of, and then it, like to get to the village and back. And bang, it's nighttime.
Oh my god. And we missed the fishing village? Oh, great.
We missed
Great.
the fishing contest.
Good job, Kayla. Good job.
I mean, I know where I'd take it next.
Yeah, I don't want to think about this session. I fundamentally don't. Like, this session's dead to me. Just like Taliyah.
You know, the more you blame Taliyah, the more satisfaction you give me.
Blame
Because it
Taliyah.
hurts. I'm sorry, Kayla.
Blame
'Cause it-
Taliyah. Did you just say blame Taliyah. Is that the fucking
Did
thing
you
you
just
said?
say
My-
blame
Did you just
Taliyah?
fucking say
You better
blame
get the fucking
Taliyah?
ban hammer.
My
gotta fucking
brain
ban-hammer you.
is broken right now.
You don't need that. Never needed that. That's why you made Kayla, right? To kill my girl Taliyah? That's madness. Just madness. There's just nothing but spite here. Oh.
I made Kayla to be a caring, loving woman.
And she kills children apparently.
None of this was supposed to happen.
None of thinking. Fucking God. I want to DM Vactros in the game at this. Fucking. Oh.
Just because I can't break character?
How am I supposed to leave the house?
Just take a medical leave of absence. You're grieving a loss.
I mean, I am, but my family doesn't understand.
Ever since Robert started playing DM, his therapist is like, you've been getting dramatically more depressed every day. Why is that?
Because of bullshit like this. Fucking bullshit like this. This is not okay.
Fucking hell, Robert is like, why are we all just like listening to grief differently at this time? Like, Atra is straight up just like in hyper denial. He's like, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Robert's like, this is horrifying, and I'm just like, fucking hate the person that did it. It's so interesting.
And meanwhile, I'm acceptance.
Which is just like, I'm not in this.
You're not even grieving, jackass.
Like, if you were in here for the first, you like knew, dude. If you knew Taliyah, that'd be a different story, Reese. You'd be on the fucking ground with us.
But instead, you're memeing.
You just don't understand. Fucking hell.
I barely knew her. I barely knew her.
Damn, none of y'all knew her. None of y'all never asked her how she was raised, family, what made her this way.
We were getting there.
I know the entire story behind it. Like, I know every element. Baby never got to tell her story. Just because.
It's not okay.
Damn. Speak with that wouldn't even work because she wouldn't even talk to you.
To me?
No, she wouldn't talk to. Actually, never mind. If Layla learns to speak to Dej, Taliyah might answer. Good. We have some hope. We got some hope, guys. It isn't like real life. God, I can't DM anymore. This world ain't worth playing. Damn.
And there's no such thing as retcon.
Retcons are allowed if they exclusively only hurt. But I hate hurting myself, so I can't retcon because it would utterly gut myself. Like, I'm a selfish bitch, like selfish fucking bitch. Like, care about people, but baby. Oh. God fucking damn.
I hate everything.
I don't even think Robert's in a condition to like DM Baton Pass now.
I can do it. It's okay.
God, you sound so like neutered. Holy shit.
I'm alright.
No, you're not.
No, I'm fine. I promise.
You sound like Taliyah now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Fucking hell. I should have never went on Reddit and found Robert.
Huh.
Like, everything about this timeline sucks. Like, starting to play D&D with Atra and Robert. Horrible. I'm over here killing children. Imagine.
Oh God. Wow. Don't think I'll ever come back from that one. That was such a blind side.
What the fuck were you think was gonna happen? What the fuck were you guys gonna think I was gonna say? Like after that? Like, be honest. What the fuck do you think I was gonna say when she rested on that bed?
I mean, I knew where it was going, but I had to believe. You know, sometimes you gotta believe.
The worst part is that it's only breaking character that would have saved her. But Layla was fucked up because of that entire that entire episode of Agor. And that entire cliffside thing and seeing Abigail get her arm yeeted. Imagine playing D&D for a good story.
I mean, it is a good story. It's just sad.
Yeah.
It's an amazing story.
My man.
Terribly heart-wrenching, though.
Oh, never again. I don't want the baton anymore. Keep it away from me. Oh. Oh. I can see why now that I can't play with normal role players. Like, it makes perfect sense now. If I'm not a chaotic fucking bitch, I'm this.
Oh, I have to go and pick something up.
Holy shit, Robert.
Imagine if he meets someone named Taliyah out there.
Robert, holy shit.
And who knew?
Don't fucking say my name. I didn't do shit.